Hey everyone, this is Dan Dix here reporting for Press for Truth, and we are standing outside of Old City Hall today to do our post G20 report. Now, I wish we had some good news to report on, but as I'm sure a lot of you have seen over the past weekend, Canadian history has been tainted, and this G20 summit weekend has changed the face of this nation. I would like to thank everybody for the tremendous support we have been receiving. I've gotten over 4,000 emails on the G20 summit weekend, and I apologize if I haven't gotten back to yours yet, but we're doing our best to get through them all. Also, another thing that a lot of people are wondering about is how our good friend Charlie Veitch is doing. As some of you may have seen, my friend Charlie Veitch from London, England with the Love Police was here documenting, reporting, helping us cover the G20 event, and he was arrested 2 times during his 6-day stay. So I am happy to say that Charlie is okay. He is back in the UK now, and he's going to be just fine.
All right, let's, for this segment and the rest of the next segment, give you a report on Charlie Veitch with Dan Dix of Press for Truth, who's been kind enough to join us during the G20 G8 and to break down what's happened. He's about to go into the court hearing. Go over it, what's happened to Mr. Veitch, because he is now a political prisoner, Dan.
He is. I'm just outside the courthouse now. We're going to go in and I'll sign for his surety and try to post his bail so that we can get him out of there. It's made national attention. I mean, it's been all over the news. This morning I saw it. You know, the video that we originally posted was posted on CBC's The National, so it's already all over the news. And they're all here to speak to him when he gets out.
And the media realizes he was arrested for a crime that did not exist. The police lied about that. Charlie Veitch of the Love Police, who clearly, you can watch the videos, joking, saying, "Oh, yes, I'm British MI6. I'm local police. I've been hired to stage events to blame it on the protesters, like you guys did a few years ago. I'm the Love Police, here to bring love." This would be like somebody in a Ronald McDonald outfit, and they claim he was impersonating the president.
Hi, yes, it's a kind of certification for that?
Yeah, we're from British Military Intelligence. I'm here with the Metropolitan Police, as you can see, so it's all fully authorised at the highest levels.
They literally needed an excuse because of his political message in order to try to stifle his efforts. I just got out of the cab. I'm right in front of the courthouse now. His hearing is in about 2 minutes, so unfortunately I'm going to have to get in there.
He's out.
And, oh, I just heard he is out now.
He's coming out now.
He's coming out right now.
British comedian Charlie Veitch leaves the Finch Avenue courthouse today after local fans and friends bail him out.
I'm shocked and appalled, but it's mostly traumatic for me because out of my 6 days in Toronto for my time here with my filmmaker friends, I spent 48 hours in incarceration. When I come to Canada, a country, one of our brothers in the Commonwealth, which I expected the police here to be civilized as well, but unfortunately I think the Canadian people, who I've met, have been very supportive and amazing, but the Canadian people need to think very carefully about what kind of police force they have for themselves and for the future.
Charlie, tell us what happened to you when you showed up to the Toronto airport to try to go home.
Yeah, yesterday at 4 p.m. I was at the airport queuing at check-in on the Air Transat flight to go back to London, as I was obviously booked to do. And then at Toronto Pearson Airport, I noticed 3 policemen pointed at me from quite far back, and then they came running in and grabbed me and said that they had a warrant for my arrest. I said, no, you have it all wrong. I've already been arrested. I've got my papers. I'm flying out now. What are you doing? This is crazy. So they cuffed me and dragged me out in front of thousands of people at the airport to their patrol car outside. And then I got taken to a holding cell. And the charge was they wanted to transfer me to the Toronto Police Department because they were the airport one, impersonating a police officer from the first day filming I did with you, Dan. And I knew that straight away this was just the kind of dark forces out to get me. They just wanted to really spite me and just ruin it for me on the last day. They gave me a piece of paper saying they had a warrant for my arrest. They could have kind of contacted me. They know where I'm staying, in this apartment right here. They could have come at any point during the day, but they did it just on at the airport. when I was ready to go home. So close yet so far. It was a 25-hour ordeal. I was not treated well. As I really saw the inside of the criminal justice system for what it is, which is a kind of dehumanizing psychological terror on people. But luckily I managed to contact JD and yourselves, and here I am, sat a free man with my girlfriend who's booked me a flight to go back to London. When I got handcuffed and grabbed at the airport in the queue in the line to check in, I had my headphones on listening to music, and they kind of took that all out and put it in a bag, and with the headphones still blaring music. So when I got taken into the first police station, just next to the airport, I said to the policeman, I said, look, could I please, at least take out the headphones and switch off the phone so the battery is saved for when I get released? He's like, no. And so I asked again, I said, look, could you please just pull out the headphones then? He goes, here, you do it. So he passed it to me, and I very quickly opened up text message. Jade was luckily the last person I'd contacted. So I wrote, they got me, get help. And just as I was about to hit send, one of the policemen came and grabbed it, but I managed to get send. And he was switching my phone off, but it was too late, the message had got out. And that was about 20 minutes after my first arrest that I managed to get a word out. And without that, it would have been hours before I managed to contact either yourself or Jade. I've dealt with police all around the world, and the States and Europe and Britain, but there's something strange. I don't see the kind of workings of such a peaceful and friendly and amazing people as the Canadians and their police force. Maybe it is just because of the G20 in town, but your police force is extremely draconian, and the criminal justice system treats you guilty until you're proven innocent. And I really felt that, and it just really tore a hole in my happiness for a total of 48 hours to be in incarceration for having committed no crimes. I didn't impersonate a police officer, and I didn't refuse to give ID to a policeman under a fake law, which now turns out wasn't brought in, wasn't enacted. So I just want all the Canadians who watch this to please, I mean, I know I'm preaching to the converted here with the work you do, Dan, but people really need to kind of question the police they have in this country a lot more than they are. But that goes for every country in the world right now under the globalized G20 umbrella. Nothing can keep me down though, that's the thing. Whatever happens, they can't ever get to your soul, and if you stay super positive and super strong and keep the love in your heart, you will prevail. They can try anything, but here I am, and it just exposed again the incredible support I have from all you guys that looked out for me, that were there for me. And when I came out of court after being bailed by you, Dan, thank you, there was a lot of people there to support me, and it's very touching, and I'm just really sorry I wasn't able to give more of a statement to the press or meet all the people there, because I just wanted to get as far away as possible from the court or from any police or from anything like that.
These guys were given a green light to terrorize the city, not only to justify the $1.2 billion spent on security, but also to clamp down on the rights of every average Canadian citizen, which is what happened on the following Sunday. The Canadian government will have us believe that they spent $1.2 billion on security, yet they could not stop a group of 30 to 40 black bloc guys from terrorizing the entire city and smashing banks and setting police cars on fire. There were upwards of 900 arrests that were made on that weekend. So I would encourage anybody who was a part of that to contact the Canadian Civil Liberties Association, file a complaint with them, file a complaint at the Toronto Police Headquarters, and have your voice heard about the unbelievable atrocities that took place here. Contact your local MP, contact your city councillor, have a meeting with them, sit down and discuss the things that happened to you on that weekend. If you were held in the detention center or you were mistreated by the police in any way, we would ask you to contact me at dan@pressfortruth.ca. We would like to interview you. We would like to get your story out to the world so that people can know the true story of the events that transpired here on the G20 Summit weekend. Now, there were a lot of eyes watching this event. There were a lot of cameras. If you have footage you would like to send to us, it would be greatly appreciated. No matter what your stance is on what took place during the G20 weekend, we would like to speak to you, and we would like to get your story out to the world. All right, folks, so we just released our latest film, United We Fall. You can check it out at pressfortruth.ca, and if you want to support the filmmakers, we'd encourage you to buy a DVD, make copies, give them out to your friends, families, total strangers. We have over 2 hours of extras, special features, deleted scenes, producer-director commentary, behind the music, and more. And you can do that at pressfortruth.ca.